worry about that. We're gonna cut that out, and we're gonna cut that out.
From the top.
From the top. Tell you, man, I get nervous at this part every time. All right, here we go. Welcome everybody to the Special Friends Podcast, episode 4. This is the podcast where your boy, me, Wuzi, bring on a special friend, and we talk about what's going on this week. You know what time it is. We got an OG, one of my true inspirations right here, Djackzz.
Oh, thank you.
Mr.
Thank
Djackzz.
you. Call me the OG.
He is OG. I first got on Twitch. Were you in the Something Kittens? What was the name of that group that you're in?
Oh my goodness. I was in like so many Twitch teams thinking it would do something for you, but unless you get into a good team, all it does is help the person who owns the team. Right?
Yeah, and like literally I think that's how I found you guys. Like I think
that's funny.
Yeah, I was learning about Twitch teams, and I think I found you and Yuffie. I think it was like you and someone
and Upania that were in Twitch.
There you go. I think Upania's still in Twitch Kittens.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
And we were like, so I remember I found it and I went in there, and like I said, you had the memes and stuff, and then you had like you're always shouting out Yuffie and Georgie, and I was like, man, this is what's up. This is dope. This is what a team does. And then I realized teams are whack.
Well, see, yeah, they weren't even part of the team. We kind of like run our own little private team, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's when
I plan, like, whenever I get partnered, of course, I will eventually. I will definitely be running a team, and you and everyone will be invited to that team. And I want to keep it small and exclusive instead of, those teams like hundreds of people in it.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, that's what's funny to me is like, I've seen the different teams, and I just don't. I never seen a true team where they actually like work as a team. Like it's just like, okay, you guys are off a team, but you guys don't play with each other or nothing. Like you guys are just all part of one big ass community, which is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I won't hold up too long because there's some technical difficulties going on at the moment. And sorry guys if you guys hear like some banging. There's some people on my roof trying to take this roof off and put it on. They've been doing this since 6 a.m. So the
roofers woke up Wuzi at 6 a.m. That is unethical, disrespectful, unprofessional. I used to roof for years. You do not start until 8 o'clock, and you usually even knock on the door and say, "Hey guys, we're starting right now. Just let you know."
It's funny. It's like
that's how we do it here in Canada. I don't know about America. Just wake you up 6 a.m, fucking banging on the roof.
Well, it's like dumb. Like I get my landlords. They'll give me a note for anything. They give me a note to tell me there's no certain things on your patio. They give you a note about changing the rules for fucking what's it called? They gave me a note for changing the rules for parking. There's a note right here where they fucking raise my rent, but I can't get a fucking note that they're gonna most likely bang on my fucking roof between the hours of this time. Like, God bless.
That's crazy.
He said we have some laws in America, they don't give a fuck.
Egg Road, Suryan, welcome. How you guys doing?
Welcome in. Also, for those, like I said, I'm gonna be posting this on YouTube on Thursday. So for you guys who might be watching a YouTube video, we're talking to people in the chat.
I want to be a YouTube star.
YouTuber.
Great. I can't believe I wasn't subbed to you, man. I just subbed to you the other day. I was like, man, how am I not subbed to Wuzi? I swear I did it.
No, it's all good. I mean, like I said, it don't really bother me because I'm like, I don't post on that thing enough.
I think you do. I think you post quite often from what I've seen.
Yeah, I'm gonna post. Like I said, I'm gonna post it more. Like I said, this will probably go on for Thursday. I'll probably cut up some clips if we say some crazy stuff. But before we get into anything, like, how are you feeling?
Me? Oh, I'm feeling good. Other than my power, I mean, I told you before we started, my power's been going out like crazy. We have big power issues. If for some reason I just just shuts down, my power went out again. So just to let you guys know, in case everything shuts down, I just disappear. That's what happened.
I've
had some.
Yeah, some.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's just been it's been cutting out. It's been flickering. No one else in the entire area. I live in like a complex, right? So no one else in my row or area is getting power outages. All their ACs are all going and everything. What else? The power, everything went out in the whole house. The fridge stayed on. Like, that's bad, man. That's bad sign. So
I've never heard that.
Bad. It's bad, man. Like, it's gonna be something bad, and it's gonna take some work to fix. So hopefully it doesn't fuck up too much of my shit.
Yeah, nah. Like, hopefully you got like surge protectors and shit like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, kinda.
He has like a fucking extension cord plugged into an extension cord going on like around the corner.
I have a very long extension cord plugged into a big power bar that powers everything down here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. That's it. That's pretty much what I got, yeah.
Honestly, like if you looked under my desk, I my last desk setup was trash, bro. There's cords everywhere. Like, and this one is still ugly, but for the most part, I literally like got 3M tape, glued it to the bottom of my thing, wired some wires around like one of those IKEA things, drilled into my desk, and like it's pretty neat. But I feel like I still need more because like I got the photo lights. I got 3 monitors. The PC is not plugged into this power strip at all because I just don't want to risk it at all. Like, nah.
I have are you ready for this? I got the standing desk, 2 monitors, my PC, a lamp, and a mini fridge all plugged into the one.
See, I'm jealous of the mini fridge, man. I wish I had a mini fridge in my room.
Yeah. There she is. Nothing in it though.
Nothing in it? Not even Red Bull?
This week I'm stocking it up, man. I'm gonna stock it up full of Red Bulls and beers and all sorts of drinks.
Trust me, this is the last thing that was in my mini fridge right here. Cacti.
Ooh.
And these are fucking trash. It's you know what a White Claw is?
Nope.
You know what a Truly is?
Nope.
You know what those alcoholic seltzer drinks? Any of them?
Nope.
So like, yeah,
I drink beer.
So they have,
but I thought it was alcohol. I had a feeling.
Oh yeah, it's 7% alcohol for this little drink, but
not bad actually.
Yeah, so it's like seltzer water, but this one's supposed to be like based around tequila. And fun fact, if you guys don't know, tequila is my favorite drink of choice. And yeah, it's trap. That shit's trap, bro. That shit's so garbage. I'm so sorry. It just tastes terrible. Like a tequila and water just does not mix. I'm so sorry.
It doesn't sound like. I mean, I had a lot of tequila when I was in Mexico. They were pretty much handing it out all over the streets. Like when you'd go by, there'd be like a little like alcohol shop, and buddy'd be like, "Hey, free shots, man! Come try this tequila."
That sounds
Gringo,
fire.
Come here.
It's like, it's funny too. I gotta go buy some tequila because today, since it's Taco Tuesday, yeah, I'm finna make watermelon margaritas and get some tacos. Have some friends come over.
That's beast. I just had tacos last night.
What's up? What kind?
Oh, just like everything on it, man. I throw everything on there.
Onions.
Onions, tomatoes, meat, shredded cheese,
nice,
lettuce, sour cream.
That's a big taco.
She's loaded, man. Oh yeah.
He's
like 4 of those.
He has to hold the taco like this.
Oh yeah. Stream. It took me so long to make them that Stream said I went to Mexico. Djackzz went to Mexico to get these tacos because I was gone so long making them up. So thick. I was starving though.
Serena said, "Did you ever have mezcal?" Who's that? What is mezcal?
I've never had them. I never heard of that either.
But yeah, to what Djackzz was saying, we got some pretty good topics.
Oh yeah, so mine's a. Oh yeah, so yeah, that was what I was about to say. We got some wicked shit today.
100%. So which one do you want to talk about first? Which one you feel like you want to go first?
You're the conductor of this podcast.
No, 100%. I just want to know like which one you like. You got like, you know, which one's like busting out.
The order you sent me in was fine. The girl one. We should probably. I mean,
the Blue Jasmine.
That one was ridiculous. Who is this Blue Jasmine?
Okay, so
who even is she?
To give context of what Djackzz is saying, there was a podcast. I think it's called like eight table podcast or something like that. It's like a podcast of like a bunch of people sitting around a couch and they talk about different topics. They're all kind of like, I want to say they're millennials. They're like millennials, younger generation people. They seem like a little bit more hip. Usually it's like minorities. And there was this one girl who came on by the name of Blue Jasmine. Shout out to Blue Jasmine. And she was, I don't, like I said, obviously if you guys don't live in America, you probably wouldn't have heard much about it, but like it's been buzzing around kind of in the US community a lot. This girl named Blue Jasmine, and it's like the entitlement that she said, the entitlement of what she said in her clip was just wild. And to like to give like the quickest gist I can give you, and we'll talk about it a little bit deeper. She basically said that if I'm dating her and I like have some money, or if I'm like I'm affluent and I raise your lifestyle up to a point where basically you've never been, if we break up, it's my job as a man to maintain her lifestyle for X amount of years. She said at least 90. She did another interview where she said at least 90 days or up until the lease is over.
That 90 days, like, hey, so that's a little understandable because like she doesn't have the money to pay for all this shit that he, you know.
Yeah,
I mean that does make sense, like, you know, to some extent, but you know that shit's crazy. So
let me ask you: have you ever dated a girl and like, I don't know, have you ever felt like you put her onto something that she was never used to? Does that make any sense?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
there was
like
one girl didn't like she smoked weed like once. It was never like not that much, and then when she was with me it was just like smoking all the fucking time, and then she was used to that, but then didn't have any money to fucking buy weed, so it's like so
what would you do so would you do you feel like it should have been fair that you should have, like, when you broke up, you should send her like a little care package of weed, like, okay,
like a little half quarter?
like here, you know, I taught you
a few pre-rolls.
Yeah,
a few pre-rolls.
I gotta, you know what? Thank you again, Sir, for the sub.
I mean, that
5
been
months.
The nicer thing to do. And I've never heard of the agave liquor, by the way.
Agave.
Oh, it's agave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agave is it's like a tequila. That's what they use in it.
Smoky. It sounds nice. Smoky.
But yeah, like, I don't know, like I kind of agree with her, but I don't. Like the way she's like, so to tell you how egregious she is with it. And I don't know if you caught this part, because I've been looking into it a lot. She was dating this guy for 4 years. You know, he started a business when they were together, and she helped. You know, she did help him get a loan, and a $50,000 loan or whatever. But obviously, even she admitted in the interview that even if she didn't do that, he was already on track to make more money than most men. Like, she's making way more money than us. So it's like, she didn't really help him get to that level. She was just dating him while he was getting there. And so they broke up, and he's been paying her rent for 2 years. But even though that's the wild part, the more wild part is that she's been dating a guy for the last year, and he lives with her in that same apartment.
Okay, no.
So like that's where the part that's when it gets wild to me, because that's when the story starts getting like, okay, so now you got a man living in this apartment that another man's paying for.
The other guy can pay for it with the girl that's living there. The other guy, why is he still paying for that shit?
And it's like I said, it's not like they were married. It's not like
they were just totally different if they were married or even like engaged or 100%, something like that, right?
Yeah,
but they were just dating.
There was like no true commitment in that sense. So it's like, to me, this story is I don't know what runs through your mind when you think about the situation.
That shit is crazy. I just fucking be walking away from that. That's for sure. I wouldn't be able to. No.
So what would you do
if I was him? I would just say
no. What if you were the man that she was dating? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the new one.
Yeah. What if you're dating a girl and you found out that she's getting all her shit paid for by her ex?
God. Okay. Jeez. Sheesh. I get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there,
bro. Like,
fuck that situation.
Not to mention she has a kid, bro, and she said she's gonna teach her kid to have that mentality. She's like, I'm gonna raise my son to if you did this, her son gonna be a grade A simp.
I was gonna say her son gonna be like the male version of that little Tay girl.
Oh no. For real though.
That's what I can picture right there.
I think it's crazy because, like, granted, don't get me wrong, like, there was another girl in that video. I watched the actual podcast, and there was another girl. She said she was in the same situation, obviously not for that extended period. 2 years is wild, but she said not only is the guy who not only the guy who's paying for her stuff is a simp. Like, don't get me wrong, if he got that much money and like I said, it's a drop in the bucket to him, like it might be low-key a flex. Like, I'm just paying, like it's just, it ain't nothing. Like, you know, she can have her car and her fucking apartment for 2 years. That's not to whatever, till the lease is up or whatever. But she said the guy that she's now living with, you know, the guy's living with her, he's a weirdo because as a man, like, how can you date a girl and live with a girl who has some like emotional, not emotional, she has some form of attachment to her last
yeah, like I mean, he's paying for her stuff and stuff, she's still talking to him, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and like she said, she claims that's her friend and stuff like that. Oh, we know that we didn't break up in no bad way, but like that's my friend. But like to me it's like,
oh hell no.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as a, not to excuse just the part of like what he's doing, because I'll never be him paying somebody 2 years, but like to date a girl and like, oh yeah, you know, my ex-boyfriend pays for all this, pays for my car too. Like, I don't have, like, it doesn't seem like she has a job. So it's like, he could be paying for everything. Like, nah,
she would
bro.
say like, oh yeah, he pays for this, that. I'm like, oh yeah, well, you can fucking buy you dinner tonight too, bitch. Peace.
Pretty much. And like, and to make it even worse, like, bro,
out of there.
She said that the guy was like, and he was this is like I said, ultimate sucker, bro. Like the corniest shit I've ever heard in my life. He says, you know what, we should use this moment to build, take advantage of the situation and build together. It's like,
build what?
It's like, so let me get this straight. You're gonna use this man's kindness to elevate yourself. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm here about, you know, doing whatever it takes, but that's just wild to me. Like, no way.
That guy's crazy. Yeah, I would be neither of the dudes. I could not do neither. No, there's no way.
So let me I'm gonna go through the spectrum. Do you feel like, so say if you're dating a girl right now, you blow up on Twitch, now you're making like $250,000 a year, you know, you start taking her on trips and these everything, you know, you get, oh yeah, I live in Canada, you live in New York, I got you a little New York apartment. I'm not saying you would do this, is just hypothetical. I got you a little New York high rise that I pay the rent for every month or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then you guys, you know, it's just not working. Nothing like oh, like she was a bad person, more like, you know, this is not working, you know. There's Twitch baddies coming my way. I'm just gonna level up on them. What are you immediately cutting her off, or are you like, you know, how what's the play for that?
Not like immediately, no. Like you say, like in that situation, definitely would be like, you know, if she was living in the place like you were paying for, I definitely give her like, an eviction notice kind of thing. Be like, hey, listen, you know, you got like 2 weeks, get out of here.
I mean, pretty much. Like, and then, what about like?
I think that's you know, courteous.
Yeah, I mean, to
like
me,
a month or something, right?
Like I said, I feel like a month is pretty solid to me. Like, I can't. You're paying for the month anyway, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, I think you have to. If the eviction notice is like a month, right? Like you have I think that's how it works anyways.
Well, our eviction notice is 7 days. That's because you haven't been paying for 2 months, so.
And I would try not to go the whole route of like putting the big evicted sticker on the front door, you know? Like I'd try to at first I'd be like, you know, I would just call or text or some shit. I mean, I'm not an asshole, so.
Yeah, and like I said, I feel like that.
But I don't think I'd be paying for no high-rise New York apartment either.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, but like I said, if you think about it, if it's really your girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, if it's really, I mean, I can't say I would do something like that, because to me, it's why we aren't living together. I don't, well, you know, I don't believe in living together either. So, you know, I don't know what I would do. So,
what would Wuzi do with all his shoes down there?
For all
my, put them, you know?
Bro, Lily, these are my prized possessions, but I also have hella more in the closet. Like, that closet's a mess right now. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about, because I thought about this, I thought a fun segment to do would be, you know what I'm saying, simp or not, you know what I'm saying. I want to throw Djackzz a couple of scenarios, and everybody in the chat too, you guys can participate, and even you guys on YouTube, participate in the comment section if you want. But I want to ask you, I'm gonna give you a bunch of scenarios, you know what I'm saying, and I want you to know, tell me, are you a simp or are you not a simp for you know, being in a situation. So like, so the first one, obviously the guy in the video, paying for your ex's lifestyle after you guys break up. Is that a simp or not?
He's just a really fucking nice guy. He doesn't want anything to do with the girl. He broke up with her. He's probably dating some other girl, find some other girl already. But he's just too nice of a guy, and I can't believe he's paying for her shit.
So you don't feel it?
I feel like no, because he doesn't like he's not still trying to like get with the girl, right?
Yeah. No, he's not trying to date her no more.
Then no, he's not simping at all. He's just rich. 100% simp. If he breathes, he is simp.
For real, right? So
oh man, what Aggro said, no one's hot enough to earn a new NYC apartment.
Exactly. Hey, no, but honestly, she wasn't even that. I'm sorry, don't get me wrong, she's cute, but she was not that cute. She's not like I'm about to pay your apartment for 2 years cute. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Blue Jasmine girl, I mean, yeah, she's not bad looking by no means, but yeah, definitely not I'm gonna pay your apartment and all that. No.
Yeah.
I mean, there would be a girl that I might do that for, but they would have to be very, very, very good, very chill, very cool.
Exactly. So how about this? Living with the other guy now, living with your girl who is getting her lifestyle paid for. Is he a simp or not?
Oh, he's simping big time.
Yeah. He's
like simping the money off the dude.
I gotta agree that he's a for sure simp, because like I couldn't put myself in that situation at all.
No, I never could.
Okay, so this one is about a Canadian resident of yours. Well, he doesn't live in Canada anymore, but I don't know if you saw my man Drake. He bought out Dodger Stadium to go on a date and had custom Dodger jerseys with their names on it. Do you feel like he's a simp or not?
It's taking a girl out he really likes, doesn't want to be bothered. It's Drake. Can't kind of go anywhere without cameras, people seeing him. I think he just wants some privacy. Depends. It depends on how, like, I don't know. Depends.
Like I said,
he really likes the girl.
No one knew he was there until someone flew over. So basically he was on a date and one of his friends happens to own a fucking helicopter or a drone or something and was recording them on their date. Like, he rented out the whole Dodger Stadium and he had a little table and they had a little waiter waiting there and everything. So I just want to know, do you feel like that's simping or what? He's a girl he's dating.
That's just some real fancy shit, he's real rich. It's Drake, man. I don't think that's because of who it is.
Yeah,
I don't think it's simping at all.
No, me
I think
either.
he's just taking him out. No, not at all.
I think that's actually pretty fly in my opinion.
That he's still fly. I'm still fly.
I just think I'm kind of jealous. If I saw that, I said, man, I just need to get some money, because what the fuck? Imagine taking a girl, like, especially like you think in my head I'm like, I don't know how to take girls on dates like now. So imagine like you get money, it's like, man, what can I do to improve, to help? Like, this girl probably has money too, so it's like I'm dating a girl who also has her own money. Like, how can I impress her? Right now, Dodger Stadium,
yeah,
man, that's top tier. What the custom jerseys?
Oh yeah, of course, custom jerseys and
dope.
I mean custom. Like, hold on, like there wasn't anyone playing in there, right? They were just
they were sitting there. They're sitting out by the dugout eating dinner.
Wow, eating dinner in the dugout of the fucking Dodger Stadium. That's pretty beast.
So
no, that's just because if it was like some random guy that did that for like some girl that he like, isn't even dating now, like, or something, that'd be kind of simpy. But because who it is in the situation, I'd say nah, man, that's chill.
So let me ask you this a lot. This might be the last one. You go out, you have a good time. Girl catches your eye. Girl catches your eye. You mac her up. You go back to her house. You stay at her house the night of. You wake up in the morning.
Yep.
Instead of doing the walk of shame, you actually stay there all day. Is that simp or no?
So I've done it, not all day, but I've like stayed for a little, like,
I'm talking about 2 day stay. You stay there all day and then you spend the night again.
That's simping.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's I've like I said, I've stayed a night at a girl's house, woken up, stayed there for for a little, like, not just boogie out, but not stay another night.
I'm talking about
like if it's not your girlfriend, like if it was your girlfriend, it'd be different.
Nah, we're not talking. We're talking about we met a girl.
Yeah, no, that's greasy.
So let me ask you, what if you take a shower and she hands you some shorts that aren't her size? Obviously, how you feel? She hands you some basketball shorts that obviously aren't hers.
Oh man.
How you feeling about that? I'm getting out of there.
I'd be running out of there, fucking butt ass naked, running through the hall, fucking
crying,
just screaming, fucking run.
I'm weak. But yeah, I'm go ahead.
Yeah, no, the stay a little bit after gives you her dad's. Yeah, no, no, definitely. Like the one night and then a little bit after is one thing, but yeah, not another night. That I don't think I've never done that.
You don't want a twofer? You don't want to stay there, you know, for the twofer?
And like I said, I've done it if it was like a girlfriend or something.
Well,
right?
that's different.
Yeah, but I've not done it. Someone I just met. No. No.
Do you feel like it's better to go to her place or her come to your place?
I'd rather their place.
Yeah,
I mean, my situation right now, like I can, but like, you know, it's just I'd rather their place or yeah.
Me personally, I think I prefer their place too. I don't want them to know where I live. Because my thing is like,
wakes up in the morning, opens the curtains, she's just down there on the curb, just fucking staring up at your window.
Well, like that too. Like if I want to if I feel like I don't want to deal with you, I don't want you to know where I live. You get me?
Where? Oh yeah, no, because they're fucking banging on your door. Wuzi.
Yeah,
Wuzi. Bang.
I know you're in there. You're live on Twitch right now.
I'm watching your Twitch, motherfucker.
But
sounds like the roofers again. She's up. Yeah. She's up on the roof.
Trying to break into I know it's a leak up here. I'm gonna get through. I'm weak. So
trying to get in.
To talk about, you know, we can't be Twitch streamers without talking about Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about two things. The first thing I want to talk about is like burnout. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people understand, like, being a streamer, it's very easy to get burnout because you have to sit at this desk for multiple hours for multiple days a week on top. And like I said, unless you're making money, you also have to do that while also maintaining a career. Like,
yes.
And I wanted to, like, I know, like, not last week, but the week before that, I definitely was feeling, I wouldn't say burnout, but I was feeling definitely fatigued because I had a heavy week at work, but also trying to maintain stream, which I'm bad at, is being honest. I'm pretty bad at it. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
I think you're pretty decent at it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I definitely want to do better, but I definitely feel the weight on me. I want to ask you, like, you know, what do you do in those moments of burnout? Like, you know, when you feel like you're out of whack, what are some of the things that you do to help you?
Yeah, so what I did is I increased my schedule, or decreased it, so I'm only doing 4 days a week.
Okay.
Like minimum. Like I don't do more than the 4 days.
Okay.
And then that way it gives me a few days of just no stream. And like yesterday, I did nothing for the stream. Like, I straight up sat around, played Darkest Dungeon, watched a bunch of streamers that I know did not do a single thing. But that was like my off chill day. But today, like when we're done this, I got to do a lot of shit for the stream today. Today's like work day.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it does. You do get a little burnt out. And the one thing I do usually is just go take a break, go play a game for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Come back to it. Also just take breaks from games. Like you got to be loving what game you're playing and what you're doing on your stream too, right? So you just got to really be doing something you're loving. You know, you love the podcast, so you know it's great. Like it's like me with the Zomboid. I'm just loving Zomboid right now. It's like I'm not burnt out on it. I'm not bored. Like every day I get on, I'm hyped to play. Like it's just, so you got to make sure you're playing something you really like, doing something you enjoy on your stream, and the content you're making, like you really. So, if you're having fun doing it all, like I haven't got burnt out in a while, but I just have a lot of fun when I'm like making my memes and doing all that shit, right? Yeah,
I definitely asked you. I remember there was a point when it wasn't even that long ago, honestly, when you remember you were taking a big break. I was like, man, my man Djackzz.
Yes.
I know. To be honest, too, like to get like a little, I won't say vulnerable because it ain't that deep, but like I know when I first started streaming, like, 'cause I've only been streaming I'm going on my 3rd year streaming, so is it 3 years? Yeah, 3rd year. I think 2nd year of being affiliate. All those people that I met in my first year, 95% of them don't stream anymore. Like I met a lot of stream friends, they just don't stream anymore for whatever reason.
They all gave up.
And I remember I was looking through my, like, you know, my followers, like people I follow, and it was like, it was like nobody streaming, bro. And then like it kind of made me sad. I remember when it was when you were one of those people, I was like, man, like I think I reached out to you, like, you know, is everything good? And you're like, yeah, it's just too much. But that's when you're also playing like Call of Duty. And like,
oh yeah, see, I just didn't know what to play on stream. I tried to get the COD going, and you know what? When I just said the day I said I'm not playing any more Call of Duty on stream.
What was it? Well, this is a good place to do an ad. Just kidding. No, if that'd be dope if I had ads. I think he's told me that his electricians were gonna come, so he probably wants to go see what the electricians had to say. But yeah, guys, I know when I get burnt out, it gets kind of tough. I think the biggest, like you said, the biggest thing he said right there is to take a break. You kind of gotta step back. No, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, fuck, what was I saying about the? I just smoked a fat bowl and I fucking forgot what I was saying.
Shit,
Call of Duty. So the day I stopped streaming Call of Duty,
yeah,
and I was like, I'm done. Never streaming this game again. I'm streaming. We're popping off. I got 25 plus kills. We got 10 people lurking in chat. We get a dub with, I think it was, I swear we had 40 plus kills. 40 plus kill dub.
Yeah.
And not one person in chat. And I'm just like, man, Call of Duty, people just don't want to watch this. So I can pwn like crazy and still keep up with the chat, and people just still like, it's just not something they want unless you play Call of Duty. Like I will watch people stream Call of Duty because I play it. But if you don't play COD, no one wants to watch COD. Yeah,
people who don't play COD don't watch COD.
No. But other games, like I don't play a lot of other games, but I'll watch them. But yeah, it's just Call of Duty. Like people won't watch it if they don't play it. Honestly, it's kind of like the same with the Apex and the Fortnite. Like I'm not going to watch someone stream Fortnite at all. I do not play it. I do not like it. I do not watch Fortnite. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like that with all of them. I think.
I feel like
Royals anyway. Yeah,
Fortnite. I think Fortnite and Apex at the beginning was definitely a point where you can grow, but I feel like now this point with even with Apex right now, Apex, Fortnite, Warzone, if you don't already have an established, like, you know, people who are gonna rock with you no matter what you're playing, those games aren't gonna bring you any, like they're not gonna help you get more followers or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, I've gotten many followers from Apex, like obviously I've streamed Apex in most of my channel. But aggro, it's wild. But like the I'm sorry, that's what I'm saying. That was funny. But like I've got a lot of people like follows from Apex, and like, but I realize also when I go to those different games, all the people who watch Apex don't watch anything else. They only watch Apex. They only watch Call of Duty. If I'm gonna go play fucking, I don't know, Little Nightmares, they're like, nah, this is not what I came here for. Like, I'm cool. But that's how that goes. But so Aggro made a point, and it's funny because I'm gonna use it as a segue. He said, I can even bring it up on the screen. He said, what I've learned from Djackzz about avoiding burnout is reinvent your channel 39 times. So to that point,
why you put me on blast like that? Not so hot toddy, how you doing, buddy? Welcome on in, man.
But I will say,
good to see you. Fuck,
this is a good time to talk about T-Pain, because I feel like T-Pain, I don't know if you got, first of all, let's be honest, T-Pain is probably one of the best like artists who actually came to Twitch, bro. He actually does, like, he's actually really good at being a Twitcher. Like, he actually plays video games. He's not like bullshitting you like, oh my, like he actually has like a rig, like he has a drifting rig to like drift, like to play a drifting game that he plays. Like, he's actually like a true gamer. Like, he actually does this shit. Like, he's not one person like, oh, I'm gonna hop on, like I'm just in my room with the shitty ass camera. Like, no, he's like, no, I got, like, I'm actually into this. Like he said, he makes his own like musical intros. He made a thing called the Pizzle Pack. If you guys looking for music that's not lo-fi, he has this thing called the Pizzle Pack, which is like royalty free music that's a little bit more like hip hoppy, you're looking for something, look up the Pizzle Pack.
Yeah.
But he made a clip, or someone made a clip of him talking about, you know, the artists asking each other what they should do, and basically he just said that people should stop asking that question, because when he was asking people that question when he first started, basically everything that he's known for today, the auto-tune, the 808s, like I say, even like the country rap, they told him to stop doing that. It's just not gonna work. But obviously he has Grammys and different awards, a million streams and shit like that. Like,
oh yeah.
So like to I feel like when I think of anybody, I think of Djackzz probably fits that energy better than anybody else, because he definitely does like what works best for him. So like, I'll let you talk. How do you feel about that, like that video, and how do you feel about that statement?
Oh yeah, no, I loved that video. I watched that whole thing. The T-Pain one was dope, man. And like you said, yo, he is a good streamer too. Even in the video, like someone subbed and he's like, yo man, thanks for the sub. Even, you know, like he seemed like a good streamer. I haven't seen his stuff, but I did see that he does stream on Twitch. I gotta go follow him and actually watch some now, because in the video he quotes Quentin Tarantino. And I love Tarantino. I'm a huge Tarantino fan. So yeah.
So like, I mean, like, so to go deeper on like I said, how do you, so like I said, the reason I said I feel like it was a good video for you specifically, because like I said, you do the memes and you do your own memes. Like even before memes was like a big thing on Twitch. Like I remember I going in and you got the fucking pump up the jam fucking meme that everybody loves. Like you made that yours. I didn't even know that was you. I was just weak and I'm like, where the fuck did he find this meme? But it's like, nah, that's me. Like that's why I remember I was like, you're tall as fuck.
I was inspired to make that one from because Sketchy, he does all these memes and custom shit, and I was like, man, I gotta start doing some shit like that too. Like I really like it, and he's got such a good stream over there too. He's one that inspires me, inspired me to get back into all the meme stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Sketchy Dentist, man, that man's hilarious.
Yeah. So like that's what I was saying. Like basically, like I think about that. So I think about this. If someone, imagine, did you ask for any advice when you first started streaming, or you just like maybe that's a good question. Maybe I should ask you, how did you get into streaming?
Fuck, how did I get into streaming? Just was kind of, you know, playing the shit out of games, and then thought, I've always loved having someone like beside me when I'm playing a game, or like my buddies would always be over, like smoking weed, and we'd be sitting there playing, and just like Blondin, okay, this man always said like he just loves watching me play games because the way I play them. Like I'd be sitting there playing like Fallout 4 solo just in my house, but like the way that I would play it was really like immersive and cool. And he's like, man, like this, like he would always say like he liked watching it. And then that got me thinking like maybe I should start streaming. And actually a very, very long time ago, I have a video on YouTube 6 years ago.
Oh wow.
Project Zomboid.
Oh snap.
And that's and it's a Zomboid video from 6 years ago on YouTube. It's got like almost 3,000 views or 2,500 views or some shit. I don't say a word in the video. It's just a bunch of recording of one of the new builds that was coming out. And then I thought maybe I should start streaming. So I just never figured out OBS, but I made an account to stream Zomboid 6 years ago, actually. So that's what got me into streaming, was Project Zomboid. The new build came out, and no one was streaming it. And I thought, man, if I start streaming this, you know, we can maybe do good. And imagine if I didn't give up in the first like 30 fucking minutes of trying to figure out OBS. Yeah. And I actually continued and started streaming 6 years ago. Like, no consistently. That would have been beast.
No cap. Shout out to PS4. When PS4, honestly, the reason I stream is because of PS4, bro. Like, they made that shit so like, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even have taken the time. Like, if you'd have told me, if you'd have gave me OBS and said, this is how you stream, either by a capture card and these different things, I'd have looked at you like you're stupid. Like, bro, this sounds like a lot of work, which makes sense why like a lot of people, like a lot of the OGs, like had such a following, because the barrier to entry was so high. Like, bro, you gotta buy a capture card, you have to learn OBS, and you actually have to be engaging. Now, like you said, like some guy said in the stream before, the Village Idiot has his fucking stream and a platform, and because he has an iPhone and shit. Like, So now we got the problems that we have with Twitch right now with the crazy amounts of the crazy content that we have and stuff. But yeah, I was just I think about the T-Pain video where it's like, you know, because I definitely asked for a lot of, and like Shadow said, I asked you a ton of advice on getting set up when I first started. Thanks for all the help, Wuzi, and I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you've done too, Shadow. But like you said, it's one thing to ask for advice like, oh, how do I fix a mic, or how do I don't know, how do I learn how to switch scenes? Like that's different. But we're talking about, I was more talking about like imagine if like asking somebody what game to stream. Oh, you should. I remember someone literally told me you should stop streaming Apex. That shit's not gonna do anything for you.
You had a really good stream on Apex one day, and
Bro.
I think that could go. It could be like that every day. That's why I downloaded it, so I can join you. So you got another teammate, someone who can fucking shoot.
Yeah, like I said,
no, I can win games with you. Me and you can carry some games.
Yeah, 100%. Like my thing is, when people say that to me, it's like, bro, even then, Apex has taught me a lot more about streaming than anything. Like, it's one thing to play a game where I can pause it, but Apex, I can't pause the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, to give commentary while also focusing, you know, Apex is not a game. Like, to also like focus on a high level and also give commentary, like that's a skill that I can't you know, give back. But also I've maintained a lot of good relationships with Apex, because like I said, if I didn't have Apex, I would be spending a lot more money, because I would have to buy the next game and the next game and the next game. But when I'm low on funds, Apex can't fill that void for me, and it's not a game where it's like not entertaining.
I have to figure out just my sensitivity and everything in it, because dude, they did something to it, by the way. The resolutions are higher for all the textures and everything. The game looks so crisp.
Yeah, it looks way better.
I don't know what they did. Yeah, it looks really good now. And it runs really good on my PC too. So I just was trying to figure out sensitivity. So I was missing some shots, and I just need to find a fucking gun that I like, man.
Yeah, like I said, I'm telling you this. You just gotta pick up the flatline. Pick up the flatline R301. The shit that just shoots regularly. Like anything a burst, you're gonna get mad about. So.
No, I love the Hemlock actually.
Shadow said, "What was the last game did you buy? Did I buy? I actually bought $100 worth of games from the summer sale. I bought Destroy All Humans.
Really good games.
Yeah, like I was like, honestly, after like I was talking to Asurion about this. If people aren't feeling Borderlands, which I feel like people aren't, because Borderlands, it's kind of a niche. It's kind of a niche thing. Like it's really about the loot. It's not really about the story, even though it has a decent story.
It's one of those ones again where I didn't I was watching you and lurking watching you play some Borderlands, but again, like I'm not gonna lie, like I never played any of the Borderlands.
Exactly.
And I'm not interested in it, because I never I played the little bit of the first one and I stopped after Skagzilla.
Yeah, exactly.
More Skags.
It's more Skags at the Skagzilla, 100%. And then it's the bandits,
So
and then it's
like,
hella bandits.
And
just
then it was bandits, Skagzilla, more Skags. It's like, oh man.
So
I never even got through the first one. So yeah.
So like I end up.
Borderlands is good though.
No, I really like it. I genuinely enjoy it. I just realized you gotta realize what people actually like to watch. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I bought some games. I bought Destroy. Let me pull up the list. I'm bad at remembering. Destroy All Humans is the next one I'm playing.
It is?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Because
you know how good this game is? It's got a big following. Everyone loves it, man. You'll do good on this.
Bro,
it's a really funny game, and it's really fun. If you've never played it, Wuzi,
not played it.
Ready, dude.
I played it when I played on Xbox. I bought it like day one. It wasn't like, oh, it's inside the little fucking crate or something like that. It's like, no, like this is like something to actually play.
I got it like Christmas. I got it for Christmas, so I unwrapped the fucking present, and it was Destroy All Humans. So I don't know when it came out. I probably didn't get it day one, but man, it was. I guess my mom just thought like, oh, he'll like this game. It's got just freaking aliens, Destroy All Humans. I was like, oh yeah, it was one of the best games on original Xbox. That and San Andreas and Fable and Morrowind, Elder Scrolls Morrowind. These are like some of the best games. They had Counter-Strike as well. The original Counter-Strike was on Xbox. They had a lot. Halo. Like it was just game after game.
Bro,
with the Xbox.
The original Xbox and Xbox 360 Halo was a different beast, bro.
Amped.
I'm not gonna cap. Halo Infinite is something I am excited for.
Yeah.
Like free multiplayer Halo. I'm sorry. Even if it has loot boxes and shit like, yeah, it's
There's
free.
a free multiplayer Halo coming out.
Halo Infinite is going to be free multiplayer.
Oh, I'll be on that.
That's why I was like, honestly, if I get off Apex, I'm looking for a good FPS to play. I'll for sure be on Halo Infinite. But I used to like, even though I've been a PS4 boy, Halo's also been that, has always been that game where I'm like, okay, I do need an Xbox 360 in my house because Halo Reach was God tier. We'll see how it plays. Obviously, no one knows how it actually plays, but like, you know, there's a confirmed battle pass. There's confirmed, and they're actually doing something new that I actually really like. I don't think they're the first one to do it. There's another company that does. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but they're doing a battle pass, but they're also making it so you can still get stuff from the old battle passes if you missed it. So if I didn't play Halo Infinite day one and I joined in season 3, you can get season 3's battle pass while also getting season 1 and season 2's battle pass. And I think that's a dope feature that games need to add, because I feel like, you know how many times like I just feel like there's more games to play and I couldn't grind the battle pass. I'm like, I'm not gonna grind the battle pass if I got like 3 other games I'd rather play. Like, I've been playing this game every day.
I bought the Call of Duty battle pass and then just stopped playing COD, and I'm just like, so I just wasted those COD points. So now I don't have any free battle passes. I used to get a free one every time if you complete it, right?
Well, because after a while you get kind of burnt out on that.
I don't play it anymore.
So
I don't even play the COD. They released the newest patch, killed it for me. I was kept getting killed by a fucking nail gun.
Well, the nail gun, and then also, I don't know about you, but Call of Duty's been fucking up my mic.
Oh, really?
Bro, Call of Duty's been fucking with my mic. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's a new thing.
But so the games that I bought is a game called Call of the Sea. It's one of those, like, I won't say walking simulators, but similar to that, story-based game. Dead Island Definitive Edition, Destroy All Humans, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, LA Noire, the Metro trilogy, Outer Wilds, and I think that's it. So those are some pretty good titles, I think, for the stream. Well, on that note of talking about games, did you watch E3?
I did not. I don't really watch it anymore.
Well, I'll get to that later, but let me ask you about is there any games that's, you know, end up watching like highlights? Are there any games that you are excited for that might have been at E3?
So I haven't seen any highlights at all, but I got a little list that you sent me.
So those are the games that I sent you were surprisingly the games that were not at E3. You see that solid list that I sent you? Perfect Dark.
I thought that was what was at E3.
Isn't that wild? These are all the games. Those are all the games that. So I'm gonna read you guys the list to show you the list that weren't at E3.
That one was hyped a long time ago. Still not even here.
So Elder Scrolls 6, Fable, Perfect Dark, Avowed, Indiana Jones, which is the one that's gonna be made by Bethesda, Beyond Good and Evil 2, Skull and Bones, Metroid Prime 4. There's like a list of Warner Brother games. So there's a new Hogwarts game, there's a Suicide Squad game, and there's the Gotham Knights game, which I'm fucking hyped for Gotham Knights, by the way. God of War Ragnarok was in there, Bayonetta 3 was in there, Ghostwire Tokyo, and none of the Pokemon games were there for E3. So what was there at E3? I'm gonna give you guys the list that was actually like not the full list, but some of the games that I thought were pretty dope. I don't know if you heard about the Guardians of the Galaxy game that's made by Square Enix. That was there.
Okay, Square Enix is all right. Good company.
Yeah, so they made it. They're making a single player Guardians of the Galaxy game that looked really dope. I'm excited for that. Mario plus Rabbids 2. If you don't have a Switch, it's like an XCOM like style game. They got that coming. Speaking of Borderlands had a game called Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which is a Borderlands spinoff where you can make your own character. That was there. There was Resident Evil has a multiplayer called Resident Evil Reverse. They show glimpses of that, which is like a competitive multiplayer of Resident Evil. Blood Hunt is really fucking. If you guys didn't watch the alpha of Blood Hunt, I advise you guys to stop what you're doing right now. Well, not right now. Stop after this and go fucking watch the Blood Hunt. It's like a vampire multiplayer third-person shooter. The movement is fucking nice. It looks really dope. They showed that. It's a
battle royale, right?
Yeah, it's a BR, and it's like it's kind of a dope
good.
BR.
I've seen it. It looks good. It looks really good.
There's a game, so they didn't show Metroid Prime, but they did show Metroid Dread, which is like one of those classic like 2D side scroller Metrovania games. So that looks really good.
So here's one I'm actually excited for that
Go
they
ahead.
did show. Oh my god, dude, what the fuck?
That sounds like me.
Someone's no, it's the water pipes. Someone's turning on the water pipes outside, so it's just the water fucking starting to pop.
Stream's about to blow
But
up.
anyway, yeah, hopefully not. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, the new Avatar game.
How you felt, man? We've been waiting for Avatar movie, so a game definitely.
The game would be nice to get that. Yeah,
That sounds like
really
a really
good.
good.
It's made on the Snowdrop engine, so the same engine that does Battlefield. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. No, Battlefield's Frostbite. Engine.
Frostbite.
Never mind, hold on.
That's their new engine. They're using they're using Avatar as a showcase for that new engine.
And what's the new engine that they use?
The one that you just said, I think. I can't remember the name of it, but they're using a new engine.
Fuck, and now I forget if it's.
No, the Frostbite is EA.
Okay.
But the new
It's the
Avatar
Snowdrop
game.
engine.
Yeah, you go Snowdrop. So that's a new engine they're using.
Proper. Yeah. So this is the new Snowdrop engine. Yeah,
Mhm.
and it looks really good. The graphics look good and everything.
So I don't know. Go ahead.
This looked fucking crazy. Elden Ring.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If you like Dark Souls, Elden Ring is the game for you because it's made by From Software.
It's made by them in collaboration with the guys from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So it's
And it's the biggest map they've done yet, and the monsters look dirty. And
it's open world.
Really good.
Yeah, it's open world.
Yeah, it's like open world. Yeah.
So versus Dark Souls was technically kind of open world, but it was really like linear. You got to run through it. This is more like exploration type thing.
That sounds awesome. I'd play this one.
Elden Ring looks crazy. But the question I wanted to beg though, don't get me wrong, there was really dope games at E3. But when I think about, like, I was talking to my boy Farrah about this. The E3 I remember was sitting there waiting for fucking G4 to show the E3 and watching it like it was like an event, like a true event, even if you didn't go, like sitting there and trying to watch E3 and see what's coming out, watching all the interviews and things like that. I feel like that energy is dead for E3. Like, how do you feel? How do you feel about it?
I haven't watched E3 in I think 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like
nope.
I feel like
it's definitely dead for me. Yeah.
I feel like there's no granted, I don't want to say I'm the majority. I might be the minority in this group, but I feel like I haven't been excited for E3 in a long time. Time. Like, I used to sit there and like watch E3 like through the conferences, things like that. But I think what the change of like Sony doing their own conference, Bethesda doing their own conference, like for me, I'm just gonna watch the highlight of the conferences I want to watch.
Yeah.
Ponce said E3 has not been the same since they let the public in, and that you know what, that might be very true, because I remember E3 was not a public conference; it was a business only, like B2B type thing. So basically, if you weren't a reporter, you didn't get to go in there. So now it's more consumer based. By the way, Ponce is also a game developer, so he's really in tune with the community, with that community.
I was gonna say, I think another thing that it is like all the big name companies just keep letting everyone down so much that like indie games are more popular than ever.
Yeah,
like they're fucking like indie games sell. Like look at Project Zomboid. Zomboid's been selling like mad. Like so many new people are getting on it and playing it, and other games too. Like there's that's just the one I know about at the moment. But so many good indie games. Like isn't that like Little Nightmares and stuff? Isn't that an indie game?
Little Nightmares 1 and 2 are fucking dope. I still gotta play Little Nightmares 2. I haven't played it yet.
I haven't played either. What company makes it though? Is it a smaller company?
Smaller. This is a small company. Okay, it's like one. I think it's like one of those teams that like kind of like what's the other one with the little boy about the spider? Not Inside. What's the other one?
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about, but I don't know it. Limbo. Yeah.
Limbo is also another small studio.
I fucking know it.
Yeah, so it's like small, same studio.
Yeah, okay. And then another one I just started last night, Darkest Dungeons. Man, is that game good. Darkest Dungeons is fucking crazy good. And it's by a real small studio.
Yeah, and I feel like people just spend too much money on spectacle. Like I get it, you know, I want to see the nice graphics and stuff like that, but like if you can give me a like a core game, like example, what's that game, that fucking weird ass game?
Don't Starve.
No, not Don't Starve. What's the one where it's like fucking 8-bit but everybody fucking loves it? What is that game called?
8-bit.
Oh no, what is that 8-bit game where it's like where it has the dude named Sans in it?
Sans.
Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second.
I don't know. So I don't think it's one I have. Not an
Undertale. 8-bit. Undertale. I don't know if you ever heard of Undertale. Oh, his power got cut off. He told me his power might get cut off. But yeah, Undertale is one of those games for sure. That to me is like, if you just get a good core gameplay, no one gives a fuck about the graphics. Like the graphics are like what you put on top, you know what I'm saying? Like we can bring this to any, like we'll talk about a car. What's the point of having a car that looks good if the engine fucking breaks down after 60,000 miles, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to make the outside look good after you make sure the inside is good. Same thing with any, like even a girl. What's the point of having a girl who looks like a top tier baddie? Like example, that girl in that fucking video. What's the point of having a girl who looks bad but fucking when it comes down to it, her fucking mental space is fucked up. She wants you to pay for 2 years of her apartment, you know what I'm saying? Like get one of those Ferrari body kits for your, that's what I'm saying, you get the little Ferrari body kit for your Honda. It's like, what are you doing? You're wilding. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just feel like E3 doesn't have that same energy for me. But also I think it's also the games lately have just not been hitting. I think I'm trying to think, what's the last good game that I played, like I genuinely played, that was really like I really had a genuine experience. Like I can't, I gotta look at my drawer. I think Nintendo might be the only ones consistently give me a game where I'm like, okay, even like with the new Animal Crossing, I really had a good time with that. I fucking Pokemon MMO, like I feel like the games that I always go back to are the Nintendo games. Sony, yeah, Breath of the Wild. You said Nier Automata was for me. I heard Nier was really good. Also like Sony does a really good job. Like I said, Horizon Zero Dawn, I fell in love with that game. Both Last of Us, even though I hate the Last of Us 2 ending, I can't lie and say I wasn't fucking hooked playing that whole game the whole time. Like it was more like, oh, I'm mad because I know what's gonna happen, but like this gameplay is just so fucking good, and the core mechanics are just so fucking good. It's just so solid. You can't beat that. Like even all the Uncharted were just, I feel like those are the games for me that I look forward for, and there hasn't been a game since those like established franchises that have actually did something for me. At least Ellie was hot in part 2. Can't complain. I mean, at least she was legal, right? That's the big thing. She was legal. He's already forgotten about Last of Us 2. Sheesh. Don't disrespect Last of Us 2, Shadow. But yeah, nonetheless, I just feel like I don't know if it's E3's fault or it's the fault of just the developers. And then Ghost of Tsushima I heard was good. I didn't play Ghost of Tsushima, but I heard it was good. Yeah, so like I don't know, I just feel like E3 just hasn't been hidden, bro. Hasn't been hidden for me. So I'm gonna talk about one more, since my man's gone, I'm gonna talk about one more topic, and that was to talk about like kind of like that same vein of like, I guess you could say like things that are like haven't been like, I don't know, Netflix example. Nothing on Netflix that really been catching my attention. Granted, don't get me wrong, Netflix has some really good stuff. Resident Evil was very fun too. Yeah, Resident Evil 7 was really good. I didn't play Resident Evil 8 yet. Resident Evil 7 was fucking dope. I wanted to talk about this show that I've been watching on Netflix, and it sucks that my man is gone. But there was a show called Love, Death and Robots on Netflix, really dope show. And I heard some rumor that basically the show is in a different order for anybody who watches it, so no one watches it in the same order. But that show is just so fucking dope. Like it's what's like a lot of like mini series where it's like a bunch of mind fucks, and it's a really good example of animation and storytelling, and every episode really has me hooked. But also, I'm not, honestly, to be honest too, I'm not the biggest fan of like those shows that are like fake deep. Not fake deep. When I say fake deep, I mean like I don't like shows where it makes me want to sit there and question the existence of life. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not really into that kind of shit. I think that shit's kind of weird. Like, oh, I played this game and it makes me question my existence and what we really living here for. Like shit like that. That really ain't for me, bro. Like I'm not really into that kind of shit. Like that doesn't move me in any way, shape, or form. So with that being the case, I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much, but watching it's actually really dope. Like I said, there's a, if you guys haven't watched it, make sure you go on Netflix and watch it. Love, Death and Robots season. I think they call it Volume 1. Watch Volume 1 first, or Volume 2 for whatever you want to do. I say watch Volume 1 first because it's really dope. But the two that I did like is this one episode called Beyond the Achilles Rift, and I won't go too deep into it, but it's basically like this team of almost like, I want to say like space diesel drivers. Seem like they're delivering the load or something like that. They go through this time rift and shit's weird, shit's off. So it goes through that, and like watching that episode is really dope because the mind fucked, and it begs a deeper question. And I don't want to spoil it, but maybe if we can get somebody on, maybe if we can get Djackzz and Yuffie on here, we'll talk about it deeper. I want to go like deeper into that, into Love, Death and Robots, and actually do spoils. So just know next time I talk about it will be spoils. So you know, and there's another one called Good Hunting. I'm trying to remember what the fuck was Good Hunting about. Let me look it up. I wrote it down. I should have wrote more notes about it. Let me look it up. Let me see. I'll go to my Netflix real quick and look it up. What the fuck was Good Hunting? That's bad. You know it's bad when I put the name. I remember the Killer Riff one, but the Hunting one is the one I don't remember. Let me see. Don't play it, whore. Let me see. Good Hunting. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember Good Hunting. Good Hunting was more of like, so it's basically like, Good Hunting was this like, it's like Asian inspired story where there's this kid and his dad's a monster hunter. So he's like trying to how do you say, he's trying to teach his son the way of what he's been taught, whatever, how to hunt these monsters and why they do these things they do. And they end up basically like I said, basically his like this like way of like hunting monster dies as modern time rises, and like it goes deeper into like this, and it's kind of like dope to see how that transpired. Like I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to ruin it, because I feel like a lot of it is the journey of watching it, and especially the animation style. But yeah, man, pretty dope stuff, man. Pretty dope stuff. But yeah, if you guys are into animation at all and kind of into that like mind fuckery, kind of like Black Mirror type shit, if you enjoyed Black Mirror, I think you would enjoy that a lot. I think you really would enjoy that a lot. Let me go. He said, Shadow did say, what do you mean when you say I never experienced that feeling, but some things that have changed my life is like MCU and GOT, Game of Thrones. So like what I mean by that is like, you know, sometimes people will like watch a show and it will mind fuck you, like, oh, what if we're all just, I don't know, say there was like a show that, okay, so I'll give you one. I'll spoil this one because there's nothing fucking too crazy about it. This is one episode where yogurt takes over the world. Sounds crazy, I know, but it's like basically like it's this yogurt that just fucking grows cultures, and it becomes so smart that it can solve the world's problems, and it gives the American government these different things to basically, if you follow this plan word for word, you will be out of national debt in 5 years. But if you don't, the fucking economy will collapse. So obviously they don't do it, and it collapse. And the question they end up begging is that if we understand that if humans are left to their own devices, they'll ultimately self-destruct, is it even best to let humans run the world, if that makes any sense? So stuff like that, like where somebody's like, oh, that's some, like, people hear that, bro, that's probably the realest thing I've ever heard in my life. You fucking smoke like two things, like fucking 2 blunts or something like that. That's probably the realest shit I've ever heard, bro. Like, oh my God, that just really mind fucked me. Like, bro, what? Maybe humans shouldn't be left to their own devices. Maybe we should, some bullshit like that. Like, I don't like stuff. I don't like when people go down that route, because that's just fucking dumb to me. Like, this shit was created by humans. You want me to believe that, yeah, man, maybe we should make robots that should run the world, and they'll do everything better for humankind than humans, because humans, it's like, not feeling it. I was saying I never experienced a show or a game where it made me question life and stuff like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not really into stuff that tries to do those things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really into those type of things. I'm trying to think I feel like there's games that do that all the time, like, that make you question what life is really about and shit like that. Like, that doesn't move me. That's not what I play a game for. That's not what I watch a show for and whatnot. But alas, that's just how it goes. But yeah, watch it. It was pretty dope. Let me see if there's anything on this list that we could talk about. Make sure I didn't miss anything. We did the Simp. We did the Talking Out of Whack, Blue Jasmine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's all I have. I don't know if anything you guys want me to talk about in the chat. I got some topics lined up for next week that I'm going to talk about. Probably get a new guest on. Talk about there's some pretty dope stuff happening this week that I didn't have time to actually talk about. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys do me a favor. Let me shout out my man Djackzz before I leave. If you guys, anybody here who's not watching Djackzz, he streams Zomboid, and he's pretty fucking dope in general. Has some of the best memes I've ever seen in my life. Just a dope guy in general. You see him here chatting with him. He's fucking been through life. He's been streaming for a long time, and he's put the time in. He's actually getting some love, so make sure you go show him some love. Let him know where you came from. If you guys are looking for more podcast stuff like this, make sure you tune in every Tuesday. I do this every Tuesday with a new guest. I don't have anyone lined up for next week, but as soon as I get the information, I'll let everybody know. I usually make an announcement in my Discord, so make sure you join the Discord. Or if you see me, just ask me. Don't be afraid to ask me. I'm pretty talkable person. I'll be posting this VOD on YouTube on the 6th on Thursday, and I'm also working on finding a hosting service that I can actually post this on Apple Podcasts. So I'll give you guys a different way of listening to this. He said, one day I'd love to hear you and Tank discuss some things like streaming. That'll be pretty dope. Like I said, if Tank is down, I'm down. I'm not opposed to anybody being on here. Like I said, the biggest goal of this stream is to talk to different people. You know what I'm saying? Get some different perspectives and whatnot. So if Tank wants to come on, let him know. I'll message him. We can make that happen 100%. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Do me a favor. Stay down and come up. Stay black till I get back, and don't forget to smile, guys. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, like it if you like the content. It helps out a lot. Like I said, we'll be doing this every week, and I think there's nothing else for me to say, man. Appreciate you guys. Everybody was in here. Everybody in the stream. Appreciate you guys. Everybody who followed Wolf Mother, Not So Hot Toddy. Appreciate you guys. I see the follows. It doesn't show up to help for the VOD's sake. Sorry on with the sub. Appreciate you guys. Everybody's in the stream. Love you guys. Aggro, everybody who showed up. Appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Peace.